Hi here. This is a reading for the sign of Libra. We're going to pull two cards from the Slavic Legends Tarot deck, and that's going to represent the energy that is currently surrounding you. What we see on the bottom of that deck is going to represent your general energy. We're then going to pull 9 cards from the Surrealist Tarot deck, and we're going to turn those over little by little to see what story or message unfolds. What we see on the bottom of that deck is going to represent the general theme of this reading. And once we get an idea of what messages are coming through, we're going to pull 1 card from the Shadow deck to see what's in your subconscious, and we are going to check the bottom of that deck to see what you don't see coming. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so today we are tuning in to the sign of Libra. So if that is your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, or however else you choose to identify with the sign of Libra today, you can use that as a way to interpret the messages that are coming through. And as always, if the details do not fit your situation, do not try to force them. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can always check your other placements, or you can just stick around and see what's going on in the world of other Libras. So let's see what we can glean today for our Libras out there. What things should we think about? What can we meditate upon? Is there anything that we should be looking out for? Any warnings we need to see? Is there anything we should look forward to? Let's just see what messages come through today for the sign of Libra. Alright, so let's pull 2 cards from this here. Alright, that feels good. 1, 2. And your general energy is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so maybe start doing some inventory. Start checking in on the things that you are using to bring joy to your life. Make sure that the things that you are moving to and receiving into yourself emotionally really are helping you grow in the way that you think they are. As you see in this card, there's all of these different cups. Some of them have positive things on them, some of them have negative things on them. So the idea is that there could be a little bit of illusion as you're trying to decide where to go forward with your life. So be reflective and really look closely at what it is that you're choosing to do with your time and your energy, because there may be things that are deceiving you even though they feel like they might be positive on the surface. So let's see what we have surrounding us. The Moon and the King of Coins. Okay, so with the Moon, yeah, this is really reinforcing this idea of uncertainty. Make sure that you are listening to your intuition. Make sure that you're not being blinded by the things that bring you joy. Don't be deceived as you're trying to navigate through whatever path in your life you're on right now. There's a little bit of uncertainty, and it's not clear where you're going, but there is a path there whether you see it or not. So trust your intuition, double check things, be careful, and move forward, because I see this as that you are moving forward into this energy of the King of Coins. You know, being able to really take charge of the world that you live in, really get a grip on yourself and your resources and your environment, the people you are around. You're going to be able to come into command of that, but right now I think you're at a place where you're feeling a little bit lost and wandering and really checking in to see, like, is this the stuff I need to be doing with my time? Is this really the right path for me? So, okay, so some uncertainty, but we definitely have a goal. So, you know, let the Moon, that light in the darkness, guide you forward as you try to become this empowered King of Coins kind of energy, okay? But right now, it seems like we're in the thick of it. So let's get a little bit more about this. So we're going to pull 9 cards from the Surrealist Tarot deck, and this is the newest deck I have purchased. I really love this deck, but I'm still getting the swing of trying to read from it. The artwork is fairly non-traditional from what you see in a lot of traditional Rider-Waite decks. So kind of channeling the messages that are coming through here is a little bit different. So getting the hang of it, but it's been a transition. But it's a nice switch up to see if we can get some new energies and new sort of vibes and messages coming through. So let's see what we get today for our Libras that are wandering in the darkness, gripping for the things that bring them joy. Let's see if we can perhaps get a sense of what's led us to this, or perhaps where to go from here. So let's do a little bit more shuffling. Feeling one more good shuffle here. Okay. So let us see, what should our Libras out there be looking forward to? Where should you be sending your energy at this time? All right, we want to become the king, but right now we are wandering in the darkness. All right, and the theme of the reading is the Page of Wands. Be the artwork of your life, right? Let your life be something that you can, like yourself. Think of yourself as a canvas. Think of the world that you are living in as a stage. And to really become the king of your world, you need to put time and effort into creating a beautiful version of yourself and really living the life that doesn't just make you happy, but also shows other people a path that they can take to also find happiness, or perhaps be a source of happiness for other people. So take all of that creative, powerful energy and put it forth into the world and use it as your paintbrush to build the best version of you and the things around you. So that is what I'm seeing here. I think that is what's going to help you come out of this dark period, is realizing that the perhaps direction you should be following is working on yourself. And this is not only going to bring you happiness, but it's going to bring you abundance and prosperity. Because if you are really building the best version of you, other people are going to latch onto that, and they're going to want to support and help you, make this even better. So, all right, let's see what the story is. 8 of Cups. So I think whatever you are in currently or were just in, this is to me feeling like the recent past or the immediate present. You're in a period of realizing that enough is enough. It's time to walk away from whatever environment or activities I'm currently engaging in and move into the next thing. You are wandering into uncharted territory, perhaps, although you are not starting from scratch. This is not the beginning of a journey. This is another chapter of a journey. And you have learned a lot up to this point, and you know a fair bit about who you are, but you're realizing that there's something there that's still missing that needs to be obtained. So you need to go on a journey to find what those final 2 cups are going to be, to really complete yourself and to become this piece of art that you are capable of becoming. So that, I think, is why we are in this 7 of Cups energy, is because we are searching for what needs to finally fill us up and make us full. But it's not clear what that needs to be yet. So you're walking away from the things that aren't serving you and trying to discover what it is that is going to be properly serving you. And so this leads to a little bit of, not aimlessness, but directionlessness in terms of this journey. We're close to getting to the best part of it, but we're not clear exactly how to navigate into the next sort of zone we need to be in to really embody what we're looking for. So the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. So I think the best thing you can do in this current period to really figure out the direction to go is to not worry so much about where it is you're going, but to look at yourself and become confident in what you have so far. You've got a lot going for you already. Like I said, you're not starting from scratch. So take the things you've currently been given, take the gifts that you know you have, and use those tools to really command the life you want to be living. Don't wait for things to come to you. Be an assertive, active participant in your life. Take your lessons, take your skills, take all the resources you have, and use them as the Emperor to be able to command the kingdom that is your life experiences. You can't really control everything that's going on around you, but you can sort of move yourself into a direction where you have command over the things that are within your realm. So use those things and let them empower you. And do this with a positive mindset. As with the Knight of Cups here, as you are expanding your empire, as you're expanding your universe that you're living in, send forth positive messages of all the good things you've experienced. Share those with other people. Be a conduit for bringing more joy into the world. And that's what's going to help you fill those final cups. It's probably not that you're needing to find something to fill yourself up with, but you're going to realize that by helping other people, helping them find their way, that's going to be the final leg that helps you really complete this journey from the 8 to the 10. So, feeling really good about this. This is really nice. So we have an Ace of Cups and a Two of Cups. Beautiful. So yeah, again, you need to really focus on your emotions. Don't be cold. That's one thing that is a downside of the Emperor. He's commanding, but he tends to be cold and a little bit aggressive. So with this Knight of Cups energy that you're trying to put into the world of sending messages of love and positivity to other people, let that sort of be the defining quality of who you become going forward. With that, that's what's going to allow you to make this next version of your life really feel like an Ace of Cups, the pure water energy that you're really looking for. Put that out into the world, and I think it's going to naturally sort of regenerate for you and make you feel more fulfilled. This is pure water energy, pure emotion. So use that in a positive way. Don't let the negative emotions be the things that are navigating you and controlling you. Let yourself be open to the good things in life and share those with other people. And speaking of sharing these cups with other people, if you really come into the power of being the most, in your ground, your sort of centered version of an Ace of Cups sort of conduit, if you're the knight that's taking this cup elsewhere, you're going to find that there's going to be other people that are going to be there to receive that cup. And that's where the Two of Cups comes in, and you can share that energy. And what did I say? You're trying to get to the 10. The 8 plus 2 gives you the 10. So this is you. This is what you're carrying, and this is what you're going to find when you reach out to other people, and that's going to allow you to take this walking away energy of the 8 of Cups and bring into your life those 2 extra missing pieces that are going to make you feel whole and happy, and that's going to be the beautiful version of your life that you can live. So this is really nice. I really like this. And in the middle of all of it is the Knight of Pentacles. So as you're doing this isn't going to be an easy task. You're going to need to put your energy into making sure that you're not just walking around saying positive things. Really work on yourself. Take your health seriously. Take your mental state seriously. Take your finances seriously. Really build the best version of yourself, because the more that you are able to build up, the more you're able to give to other people. And that's what's going to allow you to be a beacon that's going to help the world be a much better place. So that's fantastic. I'm loving this so far. So right in the middle of all of this is a grounded practicality. You're not just walking around saying beautiful, pretty things. You're going to put the time in to make sure that those things are grounded in actual actions and not just words. So you really are living up to what you say you're living up to. And that's what's going to make this Two of Cups and this Knight of Cups energy not just feel like a superficial sort of love experience, but an actual genuine connection with the world and the people in it. So beautiful stuff. So pull 2 more. 4 of Swords and the Magician. Okay, so perhaps you are still in a process of trying to get through past pains and traumas. Perhaps you still have a little bit of lingering negative mental energy. As I said, you want to put forth positive energy into the world as you're going through this process. So you probably still have a little bit of healing that needs to be done. This isn't negative healing. This is just, sitting back after a difficult journey, a difficult battle, perhaps a loss or a struggle, just a near victory at best. And coming out of this conflict, you need to take a little bit of time to regenerate and regrow all of those cuts and wounds that you have experienced, because you can learn from them. That regenerative process is going to allow you to become stronger and more productive and more grounded, but you do still have to take the time to pay attention to those things and heal them and let them become past wounds rather than current pains. But you're going to do that. I mean, you've got this grounded Knight of Pentacles energy, and with the Magician, not only are you going to heal these wounds that you've had, but you're going to be able, as I said, to grow from them and use them as something that you can then channel and build from. This is going to be something that you are going to be able to communicate I think you're going to be able to communicate to other people how to get through difficult situations and be to some degree a guide or a provider for other people by taking all of these things you've seen and experienced and helping other people see what they should look out for and what they should be ready for. And that's going to help you build stronger relationships. I think what you are going to be manifesting as the magician is not physical things, but everything I'm seeing here really feels more like connections, emotional stuff, and as well as building a good facade through which to communicate all of these emotional connections that you're going to have. So don't be distracted by things that look like they're going to take you in in a positive direction that are not. Trust the love that you feel, the positive things that you have experienced, and use those cups to move forward and share your life with other people. Okay? So feeling good. You're going to be manifesting good things. Again, I don't see this as manifesting physical things. The physical things that are happening in this reading, the King of Coins energy and the Knight of Pentacles energy that I'm seeing, is more about working on yourself so that you can be the commanding emperor, but you can be a soft, sensitive emperor that has all of this emotional energy so that you can rule with love rather than force. But just make sure that you're not going to be distracted by things that might lead you away from this very beautiful path. And look at that. We end with the wheel. So as you do all this work and you build up the best version of yourself, it's going to open up an opportunity for you to spin that wheel and see what comes next. I think the reason you're in this moon energy is because it's not clear at all what the next step is going to be. It's not clear where you're going. But as I said at the beginning, don't worry about that. I think the solution to this is not to try and figure out where you're going. Work on yourself and just naturally move forward, and that's going to help you navigate the confusion of what to pull from next. So what the wheel is representing here is the unknown nature of the future, but don't let that be a negative thing. The wheel can be a very positive card. It's usually a sign of good luck. It's going to be something you don't see coming. It's going to be something most likely positive, but that's okay. Let yourself be built. I mean, there's a recursive nature to this card here, right? You're seeing pictures of the picture of the picture of the picture. It's going inward infinitely. And I think if you work on that infinite center of yourself, if you take the practical, pragmatic, hardworking energy of the Knight of Pentacles and push that inward and make sure that you're fueling everything with love, healing all the past wounds, you're really going to go into a really nice, positive direction. So don't worry that you're wandering in the darkness right now. It's going to get better. Just work on yourself and things will improve. That's how you build the best art that is you. Okay, so that is fantastic. So now let's see what we get from the shadow deck. Okay, so we are going to pull one card from here. So let's see what is going on in your subconscious, what's going on under the hood. This is a beautiful reading. I love this. This is really nice. I think you've been through some hard stuff, but keep your head up. It's going to get better. This looks good. This looks really good. All right, I'm feeling one more, actually. Let's do another good shuffle. Pull one card, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, that feels right. Two of Swords. So, I often think of the Two of Swords as being not sure which direction to go because really both directions seem positive. So you're in a place where, again, I really feel like you don't know where you want to be going next. You're in this moon energy. And so I think what is happening in your subconscious is I have absolutely no idea where to be pulled next. I am not being driven by one way or the other, and that's actually leaving me kind of stuck and unclear about what to do at all, which, I mean, you're a Libra. That makes complete sense, right? You're almost stuck by indecision of seeing all the different opportunities. So I really think that the solution to this, and I often say this when I see the Two of Swords, is to not worry about picking a direction. Let all the directions just sort of balance out and find some sort of synthesis in between by transcending the problem and approaching it from a different direction. It's like when you have a paradox and it's like no, neither of these two things can be true at the same time. Usually that's indicative that you need to be zooming out and see a bigger picture of what's going on to understand why that problem occurred in the first place. Though here I kind of ironically see the picture is that you should be zooming in, which in some sense is sort of a like a negative of, I mean, it's a literal opposite of zooming out, but I'm seeing it in more of a like a cone kind of shape. Like instead of like zooming out of what's going on, you need to be taking this cone and zooming in, or zooming out perhaps into your internal space. Look at all of what's happening inside of you. Look at all of the pieces of who you are and do the work to make that stuff really shine. You know, if you're feeling kind of cold, let that emotional water energy start flowing back through you. Get a little bit more grounded in your physical like body. Maybe do exercise, meditation, just really ground yourself and get your mind and your body in tune, and that's going to help your external life sort of reflect that work that you're doing inside of yourself, and that's what's going to bring you the happiness that I think you're looking for, and it's going to help you get unstuck. So rather than picking a path, just work on you, and the right path will be sort of presented to you. And in what you don't see coming is exactly the Chariot. I mean, come on. That's saying that like where you're going, the place that you don't see, you're gonna go somewhere. You're gonna do something great, but you're not gonna do it by actively choosing what to do. By working on yourself, the right opportunity will present itself when the wheel is spun, and then what you don't see coming is the journey that you'll be able to take from all of this. So beautiful stuff. I love this. This is great. This was a fantastic reading. So I'm hoping you're doing really well, all my Libras out there, and I hope this really helped sort of charge you up for whatever it is that you need to do next in your life, which I think needs to be looking at yourself. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, please like and subscribe if you have not already. Leave a comment if you'd like to share any insights or thoughts you have about this or just anything else, really. If you know other people who may enjoy these videos, please share them. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day.